Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're still watching The Breakfast Show, and we're still discussing the Israeli-Lebanon fighting. And to shed more light on this topic, we are very delighted to have with us over the phone Dr. Mohamad Ezaby. He's an international relations expert. Thank you very much, Dr. Ezaby, for talking to us today over the phone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Doctor, do the current events in Lebanon represent a real test for the U.S.-Iranian memo that was signed last week?
Well, we can say that the recent ceasefire agreement between Israel and Lebanon is not exist up till now.
Yeah.
What is happening is that the Lebanon, the Israeli troops still strike southern Lebanon, still insist to destroy Hezbollah, to destroy the infrastructure of Hezbollah. But up till now, there is a great gap between Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu. Donald Trump accused Netanyahu that he is about to destroy the agreement which is signed between United States and Iran. And Itmar Ben-Gvir want to burn Lebanon after the 4 soldiers killed by the strike of Hezbollah. If we can say that Israeli up till now give instructions to the leaders of Israeli army to be ready to attack Iran again if Iran be involved in the strike in the war between Hezbollah and Israel. So what in the surface now that is really Benjamin Netanyahu want to destroy any agreement to stop the war between Iran and United States. Want to continue to attack Iran. So he will do everything to destroy this agreement. Even he attack Beirut, even he attack any place that can make Iran strike Israel to take this to strike Iran again.
And how does Iran look to the Israeli behavior so far, Dr. Ezaby?
Well, if we talk more frankly, about what is happening, it depends on the price. We know that Donald Trump is a great businessman, and Iran, after the destruction of their infrastructures, want the price from United States. So what is happening in Lebanon depends on how much the price will Donald Trump pay to Iran to let Hezbollah in front of Israel, or what is the price that Iran will pay to Donald Trump to let Benjamin Netanyahu alone in front of Hezbollah and Iran. It's a great game, a political game. Depends on the price. That's the real thing up till now. So we will see what is happening in the next 2 days. If Iran pay a great price to Donald Trump in the negotiations in Geneva, so Donald Trump will let Benjamin Netanyahu alone to face his destiny, to face Iran and Hezbollah together without any involving from United States. But if the opposite, if Donald Trump pay a great price to Iran, so Iran will let Hezbollah alone in front of Israel.
And how would the situation in Lebanon, Dr. Ezaby, affect the regional security and stability?
Well, we can say that the military escalation along the Israel-Lebanon borders reaches a dangerous level in recent weeks. Hezbollah launched attacks that results Israeli military casualties, while Israel responded with extensive airstrike across southern Lebanon and the other areas. The violence caused significant civilian casualties and raised fears of a wider regional war. The situation became particularly sensitive because the Lebanon front was increasingly linked the border negotiations between Washington and Tehran, diplomatic effort involving the United States and Iran faced setbacks whenever violence intensified in Lebanon, making a ceasefire a prerequisite for border regional stabilization.
Dr. Ezaby, we want to talk more about this memo of understanding. Does it include a clear mechanism to contain the regional crises related to the crisis in Lebanon?
I don't think so. I think that in the next days, Donald Trump will force Benjamin Netanyahu to stop their strike towards Lebanon because Donald Trump really needs the agreement with Iran. He faces a lot of problems inside the United States. He is about the next election, and he needs to his party to succeed and have a majority of Congress again. So he will do everything to stop Netanyahu to attack south of Lebanon. I think that the next deal between Lebanon and Israel will put the Lebanese army in front of Hezbollah instead of Israel, and may the Lebanese army need assistance from foreign troops, especially France troops, to stop any violence from Hezbollah towards Israel and to succeed, to work to succeed the agreement between Lebanon and Israel.
Dr. Ezaby, could you please shed more light on the role of the international community can play to contain the escalation, especially Egypt, and the latest efforts by Foreign Minister Badr Abdel-Ati and his meeting today in New Alamein city with the leaders of Saudi Arabia and also Turkey. Tell us more about this.
Well, we know that in G7 summit, His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi in his meeting, in bilateral meeting with the United States President Donald Trump, he made he shed more light on the crisis of Lebanon and the crisis of Gaza. He wants Donald Trump to work to stop any violation towards Lebanon. That's the main effort which made by His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, and the instructions to Dr. Badr Abdel-Ati to make the diplomacy efforts to, in his calls and meetings with other foreign ministers, Arab foreign ministers and European foreign ministers, to make a pressure on Netanyahu to stop the violation. And they now discuss how can the Arab countries will help Lebanon to live up after the destruction which made by Israeli troops. So I think that the meetings today between Dr. Badr Abdel-Ati and Faisal bin Farhan will discuss the agreement between Iran and the United States and how can the Arab countries work to give a push to the negotiations engineering to continue and transfer this agreement, 6 days agreement, to a settled up agreement between Iran and the United States, and how they work together to stop any strikes from Israel to Lebanon, and how they will help Lebanon economically and in reconstructions of places which destroyed by Israel.
Dr. Ezaby, can the escalation in Israel and Lebanon lead to the postponement or even the cancellation of the execution of the memo of understanding?
No, no. Especially that, as I said, Donald Trump is a businessman, and he wanted to stop the war. Up till now, no country, the United States didn't want the war, and Iran also didn't want the war. No party won this war. So they need to stop any kind of escalation. They focused on how to have a business deals, investment deals. We we saw what Donald Trump said about the investment in Iran, and how if Iran made all conditions, how the United States and other countries will help Iran to make a great investments in oil and other infrastructure. So it now depends on the business, not only what Benjamin Netanyahu wants. The picture now is what Donald Trump wants, what Iran wants. So we will move to stop the escalation in Lebanon, even Benjamin Netanyahu want or not. And I think the language which used by Donald Trump in his talking with Benjamin Netanyahu appears that there is a great gap now between Netanyahu and Donald Trump, and may Donald Trump try to end the future of Benjamin Netanyahu to have this business with Iran.
Dr. Ezaby, what are the expected scenarios in your point of view in the coming days?
I think the meeting will between Lebanese and Israel will held in Washington, and they will reach to an agreement to ceasefire between Lebanon and Israel. And I think we may see Joseph Aoun and Donald Trump beside Netanyahu in one frame after signing this agreement. And we will see other stop the escalation and withdrawal from Israeli troops, but not from all parts and southern of Lebanon, but port by port, till the Lebanese army take his place in southern of Lebanon and treated with Hezbollah.
Well, Dr. Mohamad Ezaby, the international relations expert, thank you very much, doctor, for joining us today